Do you want to raise kids who listen? I do. I'm sharing 3 communication skills that we can improve on as moms, and we can help our kids to develop in their own lives so that they are great communicators with you, they actually talk to you and tell you how they're feeling. They are great communicators with their classmates, their cousins, and their friends. In today's episode, you're going to hear our latest Renewed Mama Coffee Hour, where we talked about how to communicate better with our children. I'd love for you to join us 2 Thursdays a month at 1 o'clock Eastern here on Zoom. You can come with your questions and we can talk about how to connect better with our children, how to speak life. Go ahead and grab your coffee and enjoy this Renewed Mama Coffee Hour. I'm Kimberly Mutar, and I help mamas communicate with their kids. They actually listen and talk to you, and you stay patient, calm, and speak life in a way that your kids understand. This is the Renewed Mama Podcast. Are you ready to say goodbye to nagging, being sarcastic, shouting, or repeating yourself 100 times? Hello, peace in your home. Everyone gets along, and you, mama, raise great, confident kids. On the Renewed Mama Podcast, we've been talking about how to better communicate with our kids. So far, we've discussed how to acknowledge their contributions around the house, not just their chores completed. We've talked about how to connect before correcting, that it's important to stay calm and listen first. We've discussed reflecting, understanding, and recognizing their feelings, how to address a concern when their heart is teachable. We remember that our kids' hearts matters more than the frustration in the moment. And we tune into our thoughts and our words, so we choose an appropriate, patient, gracious, thoughtful response. Who's working on that one? If you've missed any of those, you can find them all on the Renewed Mama Podcast on your favorite podcast platform or on YouTube. I'll leave a link for that in the show notes. When we communicate well, we help our kids feel seen, heard, understood, and valuable. And there's a lot more peace at home, right? As we are growing in our communication skills, we want to help our kids learn to better communicate with each other, with classmates. I'm sharing 3 communication skills that we can improve on as moms, and we can help our kids to develop in their own lives so that they are great communicators. Now, these specific communication skills are when talking. So not communicating through behavior concerns, but when we're talking. So number 1 is to focus on others, not me. In other words, thinking of others. It's not all about me when communicating. It's a spotlight switch. How can we and our kids focus on others, not ourselves? Well, one idea is to ask 1 or 2 questions about the other person or what they're saying before sharing your idea or your story. It could sound like, wow, what did you think when that happened? That's crazy. How did you feel? How did you come up with that? Have you experienced that before? What part was the hardest? Or what part was the funniest? Or what part was the best? Ask clarifying questions to get more details. What did you mean by, hold on, let me make sure I understand. Tell me more about, and then whatever that may be. This is showing genuine interest. Even if we totally aren't interested in hearing another, well, you fill in the blank. video game story, whatever it might be. We are focusing on others, not me. Asking questions shows you care about the person, and you might end up finding it more interesting than you thought. Along with focusing on others, not me, we are better communicators when we don't interrupt someone. You can hear it now. Everyone is talking at the same time, or someone is telling a story and another child jumps in to share. It happens. I do it. Interrupting is often excitement, wanting to be included in the fun telling of the story, wanting to be seen and heard, or the fear of forgetting what they want to say. It's like you need a wait button. What can you do? I have 2 suggestions. A physical cue always helps. Think of raising your hand at school or waiting to be called on. I raise my hand at home when wanting to add to a story but not interrupt the kids. Another physical cue at home could be to clasp your hands together. It's like a memory cue. I am going to hold that thought. The thought is right here in my hands. If your children interrupt each other or you interrupt them, just practice saying, "Oops, I'm sorry, go ahead." Or, "I cut you off. What were you saying?" Speak Life Badges sticker awards have a sticker that says, "I am thoughtful." It's found in your I Am Priceless sticker book. There is a script that is perfect for this, not interrupting. I'll just read it to you. "I couldn't help but notice how you stopped. You listened first to what your friend was saying, and then you gave them an answer. You could have interrupted them or stopped them mid-sentence, caring only about what you had to say. But you didn't. It was so thoughtful and honoring to hear them out first and then to answer them back. You are a friend that loves at all times. I'm proud of you for being thoughtful by listening first." Can I give you a sticker badge that says, "I am thoughtful"? We also have sticker badges that say, "I am patient." A script suggestion could be, "I noticed you waited until she finished telling the story. You are patient." We also have sticker badges that say, "I put others first." "I am a good friend." All of these are found in the I Am Priceless sticker book. You can get them at speaklifebadges.com. So what are your thoughts on focusing on others, not me, and not interrupting when talking and listening? Next, let's talk about valuing others' ideas. Helping others feel seen and understood and valuable regardless of whether we agree or disagree with their ideas. We're all learning and growing, exploring new things, taking this world in, and all the things that are going on. We form ideas, perceptions, conclusions. We get to value others regardless of whether we agree or disagree with their ideas. When my kids were little, I showed I valued them and their ideas by buying what they wrote on the grocery list. When they were learning to write and spell, I asked them to write things on the next grocery list when I worked in the kitchen. If they snuck something on the list like marshmallows or chips, I bought it. They thought it was the best thing. And while I keep a close eye on the foods we eat, I wanted them to know that I valued their input. So I made those little exceptions once in a while. You can value your kids by asking, "What do you think we should do about this? What time should we leave so we don't feel rushed to get out the door? What should we do to get ready? Like, can we put anything by the door?" This makes them feel included and important. Using we language is super helpful. It says we are in this together. We're naturally less defensive and more cooperative when we are in this together. So what's our plan? How can we make it fair? Let's combine our ideas. want to vote or take turns. You can also mirror or rephrase what a person says to help them feel valued, like you're really listening. So you were saying, you can add to what they said by saying like, we could also do this. Or you could get their opinion by asking, so what do you think is better for us to do? This or this. Offer two suggestions, two options. We're asking questions again, aren't we? Asking questions helps us to hear and understand each other and their ideas without jumping to conclusions. Tell me, what do you think about these communication tips? We're focusing on others, not me. We're not interrupting, and we're valuing each other's ideas. What will you take away from this conversation? I want you to know that I am here for you. If you want to get better at communicating with your children, maybe you feel like you're talking to the air. Surely your kids have selective hearing. You wish for $1 every time you have to repeat yourself. You focus on their negative behavior more than encouraging them. You count to 10 a lot, trying, hoping to stay patient. You want to speak kind words to your kids, but you didn't grow up in an encouraging home. I'm here for you through Renewed Mama Coaching. We'll meet online like this and answer your specific questions about communicating and feeling connected with your kids. We'll talk about how you can speak life and how you can renew your thoughts, your words, and responses so that you can parent and respond with grace and patience and kind words. I am available on Friday, this Friday, if you are ready to get started. Go to renewedmamacoaching.com. We're going to keep enjoying these Renewed Mama Coffee Hours. 2 Thursdays each month. Put it on your calendar, March 5th and March 12th at 1 p.m. Eastern. Come with your questions. In the meantime, keep tuning in to the Renewed Mama podcast for more encouragement.